Hello, self, Ohana, Cosmos. It's Soul Dr. Nick here. It is February 24th, 2024. 224. 2 plus 2 equals 4. Got it. And this is part 2 of the mirror work. And part 1 was great. And then I realized I got to move. So I spent the last 10, 15 minutes moving, listening to John DeMartini and stretching out, feeling a little pain in my lower left back, and just noticing that when I'm jumping up and down. So I didn't do as much jumping, but did some stretching and some movements, and just feeling the tightness. Probably part of it was all the movement yesterday, which was a little bit more than usual, and reminding myself dancing, so important, and taking some lessons at some point in time, because it's definitely a high value of my beloveds, and getting a little bit better at that would be meaningful to me. And reminding myself that I want her to get the results that she wants. I want her to have the husband that she wants for the process she wants. If she wants me to be more handy, how do I step into a little more handy and see how that goes at least? And it's part of her feeling of safety, I imagine. And I'm just reminding myself of that, because it's like, okay, how do I actually work with someone else's highest values? And what might come out of it in the end, right? Like being a little bit more handy, probably not a bad thing. Probably not bad for understanding things a little bit better too. Do I need to do a lot of it? No. And that's okay. And which parts of it are important for me to do? Yeah. So things to noodle. I was thinking, though, just before I started, of taking a look at the themes for the breath for this coming year. And I'll be chatting about that with my dear founder friend, Marika, because we're going to take a look at what the themes are going to be. What are we committed to delivering this year? Individually, collectively. What is the goal? What are the values that I want to put out there, we want to put out there? Because that's it, coming back to it. It's creating value propositions and then getting support in making them more widely known, and practicing trusting the process. Practicing trusting the process. Channeling is one. And the question is how to frame these themes in a way that it resonates with people. I've been trying out different things, and I am open to someone else guiding from the perspective of what draws them in. For me right now, that's in a way almost more important than my attachment to the word that is the theme, or the little description of the theme, because whatever it is a constraint that I can play around. And that's probably my reminder. It's the same reason why working with Judy so well. Like, whenever she gives me a constraint, I'm like, cool, how do I play here? How do I play here? And then as I was talking to my dear friend Brent, it was the same thing. It's like when I did the breath work for him and the sound didn't work, I was like, fuck it. Am I going to cancel this? No. Are we still going to do this? Yes. Do I have the certainty of belief that I can still make it happen? Yes. And that's probably part of it, even my ability to call for the medicine within people. It's just being intentional about it. And what's the worst that can happen? We spend an hour or two together and the experience isn't the optimal for them. And it's the experience in the moment compared to the fantasy of what they thought it was going to be. And it's not, part of it is setting expectations. Part of it is stepping outside of needing to fulfill what the mind says it needs to be, versus guiding and trusting that the soul chose this experience. Oh, I'll turn off noise canceling for now, because I don't think I need it. It's really bright in here after having had the glasses on the whole time. It's a very different, it's a harsher light, it feels like. And it's a reminder to me, how do I actually have this different? And probably it's having a little bit of a flashlight thing. If I do like this next gimbal, I'm gonna get gimbal. And remind myself right now, this is mirror work. I had gone into, and it's interesting to note, I'd gone into presentation mode. This is teacher Nick presenting to some unnamed student who, why would you be here when I've announced it's mirror work? And we're just kind of half rambling. And in the half rambling, I'm rambling and practicing channeling through me to me, so that I can actually see what's sitting back there that wants to be uncovered. And as I do this, I'm just practicing, A, I'm practicing my public speaking. B, I'm practicing being vulnerable, intimate, and letting it out there. C, I'm practicing authenticity. D, I'm training my future generative AI, however it's going to be. I'm practicing being more conscious of the channel coming through, and perhaps my being more conscious of it is going to give me the insights to how to guide other people to be more conscious of it as well. As much as I know I'm a teacher and I don't have a formal training program yet, because that's not my main focus, is to create a formal training program. Actually, I don't think I want to create a formal training program myself. I want to get the help to do it. It's the same thing with, there's a few tasks that I already know. Oh, I'd love to have this automated, getting all the music, all the playlists offline in a way, having the contacts and every interaction tracked properly, having bookkeeping done properly, accounting, all that stuff. And coming back to, how do I provide value? And then in the providing of value, drawing people to my brand, our brand, and from there creating experiences which have sustainable fair exchange. And in doing that, creating resources that can be used for these upcoming problems. And then getting the support from the team to be like, which ones are the most important ones to do first. I'm reminding myself of that before I continuously buy new shit, because I'll want to buy new shit. Shiny objects. And every object that I get, that's, especially if it's completely different. Like, for example, at some point in the nearer future, I'll probably be getting, like, for example, an iMac or something else like that. Something that can have a bigger screen than a laptop and more of a permanent setup. A home that's a little bit bigger, or setting it up in some way that it's actually working, right? But trusting that process is going to unfold. Those might be the tools that, when I can see it as just a tool, it's wonderful. It's when I'm getting something new, like the light, and then not using it, that I'm like, oh my God, why do I have this right now? And part of me hasn't set it up yet, because that room, there's so much stuff going on. So much that's constantly being clean, dirty, clean, dirty, clean, dirty. Trusting the process. Trusting the process. And maybe that's it. It's taking a bit of toys up, taking a bit of toys down. When you fill up this bin, we can shift the bins. There's many ways. There's no right way to do this. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to clear out more space. And part of it is putting it into storage. Like the storage locker downstairs, filling it up. Let's just fill it up. Fuck it all. Right? Fuck it all. Buggers. Sell all those extra bins. Sell all the extra bins. Make it easy for our fellow compatriots. You'll save a few bucks. Make it easy. What else is there? There is the affirmations right now. I'm a genius and I apply my wisdom. It's going to be a wunderbar day. I feel to heal. Everything is a story. The only constant is change. I always have a choice. I'm a master reader. Whatever I read, I retain. I have a photographic, audiographic mind. Whatever is really important to me, I got for life. The universe is my playground. The world is my home. And every country is another room in the house. Gratitude, love, inspiration, enthusiasm, feelings that help people draw money to me. I'm grateful, I'm loving, I'm inspired, I'm enthusiastic. It has to die, his dream has to die in order for mine to live. Interesting. And it's his dream living inside of me. Interesting, okay. The universe is waiting for me to declare my worth. If my mom was the mother I hoped she would be, I would not be the man I am proud to be today. I'm magnificent just the way I am. I listen to my immortal nature, and it knows. My true nature is love and wisdom. Wisdom is the instantaneous recognition that crisis is a blessing. Life is a gift, thank you. No matter what I have done or have not done, I'm worthy of love. I am made of light. What can harm me? I'm worthy of having all of my dreams come true. How is this helping me fulfill my destiny? Love is all there is. Everything else is illusion. No matter what I have done or I have not done, I am worthy of love. I'm worth it. I deserve to have my dreams. I deserve to take the time to focus on the infinite details to create them. I have a human will, and I'll align it with divine will and allow it to fill me, inspire me to write down each dream in a specific fashion. I see my dreams with crystal clarity. I am worthy of having my dreams come true. The pain of regret outweighs the pain of discipline. A genius listens to the guidance of the soul and obeys. I am a genius, and I apply my wisdom. I do what I love, and I love what I do. I am a human being. I have every trait in a perfect balance, and they all serve. Whatever I see is me. Whatever appears, I look for the other side, and I'm free. I take no credit and take no blame. This, too, is a lesson in love. Thank you for my skills and opportunities to participate in this world. And then I meet a sage, a wise being with a universal perspective. And what does he talk about? Eternity. He doesn't think in terms of mortal time and space. He thinks about forever. One answer to the 4 great questions is that we are stars, but love and light are equally true answers. The universe is an infinite school of unending spiritual light. We're here to learn, teach, and become our true nature, love and light, and those closest to us are our greatest teachers and students in the school of life. I look at great spans of time and see great order. In love, there is no loss. There is a vast intelligence running the world, and it is in order. Death is an illusion. Life just changes form. I have a great vision, and money flows to help me fulfill it. There is nothing to fix, but much to love. Happiness and sadness are the 2 sides of fulfillment. I speak from my heart, and people listen. If 2 people are exactly the same, one of them isn't necessary. Put them on a pedestal, put them in the pit. Love them for who they are, and they become who you love. There is nothing but love, and all else is illusion. Where is God not? Gratitude is heaven, ingratitude is hell. Everything serves, including me. Nothing is missing, it just changes form. Forgiveness is a passing milestone on the path of love and truth. Thank you for giving me this experience. I talk to myself with the respect due a great genius. I look for the genius in everyone I meet. I link everything I do to my mission, and I'm inspired by my life. I walk through the darkened doorway where fear lurks, and I turn on the light. I listen to my heart, which awakens my genius. My genius elevates me beyond my daily illusions. We're going to finish this 500-piece puzzle today. Every day, in every way, I'm getting stronger and stronger. Every day I'm healthier, every day I'm happier, every day I'm clearer. I create my reality in every moment, in every hour, in every day. I'm strength, I'm love, I'm joy. Make the rest of my life the best of my life. These are my current list of affirmations, and I haven't culled it much. It really started reading Dr. John Demartini and I'm a Genius and I Apply My Wisdom, and I thought, write that down. And I've been writing more and more down that have come from, some from Tony Robbins, one from Alex Hormozi, some from my meditations with my son in my mind, one from him, as you could see. I'm going to finish this 500-piece puzzle today. Crazy to think a 4-year-old is willing to say that. Like, that's awesome. And I'm reminded of this as I was speaking. I was like, oh, what if I did It's funny noticing my mind drift off while I'm doing things. So it's a conscious, subconscious, all this stuff, but it's always playing. And so I was thinking, what if I did podcasts with all the people I've had ceremony with, deep connections with, and instead of focusing just on the ceremony, actually being curious about them as well. And right now it's getting the reps of 21. Releasing 21 podcasts already is a feat. And so we can release early episodes. They can be about whatever, right? They can be completely random, and then we can start to coalesce. We can have 3 different podcast brands even. It could be my own, it could be Ohana Sage, it could be Marika. Like, have these podcasts and have them all come together in one place. And maybe it's all having them as Ohana Sage. Maybe it's having them all as just our personal brands, because it really is about the personal branding part of things. That's probably the bigger thing, is the personal brand right now. As I'm speaking out loud, it's a key person of influence, and being key people of influence can bring people into our collective vision. But recognizing most people are looking at the person, not the thing. So they're not looking up Fit for Service, they're looking up Aubrey Marcus. And yet Aubrey Marcus is part of Fit for Service. Okay. And trusting myself, trusting my fellow founders enough that us building up our own personal brand is actually serving us as a collective, and trusting however it plays out. And being okay if, this is the piece for me, being okay if Marika or Matt blow up bigger than me. It's okay. And supporting them to do that. Because there's almost an underlying current from many teachers, mentors, like, you can get big. It's just like in the movie Wicked. Popular. I'll help you be popular, just not quite as popular as me. Because that's the piece, that's the jealousy piece, that's the part that probably brought down their friendship in the movie, in the musical. And it's what brings things down in reality a lot too. It's fun to notice these things, and it's challenging to notice these things. Oh man, oh man, oh man. This is fun. This is fun. It's fun as well because I realize that having a camera in front of the TV, I'm able to get around and look at the screen. It's going to be fun. Oh, and it's going to pan and zoom and tilt with me. Gonna have my microphone, my headphone on. This is interesting. This is interesting. It is interesting to me, at least. Just thinking about technology now, and just imagining my future setup for my breaths. So, getting excited about things. Getting excited about the room being set up differently. That Zen Den, I've been calling it. And maybe I've been calling it Zen Den because there is a Zen Den. Let's take a look. Zen Den, Vancouver. Zen Den, Vancouver. So it's in Yaletown. They've got sound baths. Sound baths. So meet your future breath. Future self sound bath. Okay, I like that. Okay, so private sessions. Okay, so it's really easy to reserve, but I don't know how much it costs. That's a retail shop. Pre-sale drop-in. $555. Okay, so they don't have the new space yet. Everything's spiritual. So they've got a lot going on. Yaletown downtown, though, is that really what I want? That's the thing. Interesting. Interesting to take a look at. Sound sanctuary. There's no about us. Yeah. Okay. Just took me a second to explore that because, like, I'm seeing coming out of this how it's important for me to create a video for who can book with me, what I'm here for, what I'm available for. And part of it is the private breath sessions, the group breath sessions, the in-person breath sessions, the in-person group breath sessions. And those are probably the most likely things. And to remind people that my breath is more ceremonial, that it can bring up a lot of stuff, that it blends all of my different modalities. It wakes you up to the medicine within. And I've done things for corporate events. I've done things for healing. I've done things for small groups, large groups. And depending on what you're creating, then we can give you a few more specifics. We can give you a few more specifics and what the process is going to look like. You know, in an ideal world, they're not one-offs for any, especially the private sessions. Like, yes, sign up for one, But in an ideal world, probably you're going to want a series of 3 to 5. And it'll wake you up to what you want next. This is never a thing to get you hooked on it, but let's get you hooked on it as well, because let's make the changes. And it's a lot of fun. That's what I'm here to do is play. This is play for me. So let's make it more playful. So that's one of the things to do for this week, is create new breath video. All right. Create new breath video for private sessions. All right, there's still a number of things on that list. Whew. Is there anything else for this morning right now? This is definitely one of my less focused ones. And that's probably pretty good, and probably a reminder that the brain's getting a little tired and I'm trying to keep up with myself even though this is mirror work. It's giving this body a little bit of a break. It's been pushing in its own way. And I'm grateful. So, a lot of love, Nick. Great to see your eyes right now. Noticing again the difference. Right eye, left eye, single lid, double lid, and yeah. Just noticing the almost fatigue in the muscles in the face and how to work them out, how to stretch them, how to play with them. Ciao for now.